helping out. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I'm sorry for that break. I'm trying to set up, right? I'm supposed to have come live earlier, but hey, Jeremiah, good afternoon. Nice to meet you on my live stream. You're welcome to my live stream. Nice to have you joining. Please, where are you watching from? I'd like to know where you're watching from. So I was trying to explain that I was trying to set up so I can enjoy the live stream. The white background behind me is kind of reflecting into my eyes, so it was disturbing me, and my friend had to help out with that. Thank you for joining in. Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing? I am fine. I am fine. I'm from Nigeria as well. I am a Nigerian and I live in Port Harcourt. I am Alivet Shu by name, and yes, this is Grow with this channel where I get to talk about YouTube growth, YouTube tips, the live stream policy, updates, how to make videos, and everything YouTube, right? That is what this channel is about. So you're really welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining in. Thank you for joining and staying. I noticed you joined like early and you are still here. I'm really grateful that you stayed back despite the noisy background and me and my friend trying to arrange. Thank you so much, everyone. All right. Where? Which place are you in Port Harcourt? Okay, I stay at Rupopeneka Road. I stay around Rupopeneka Road. This one you're asking, are you also in Port Harcourt? Thank you, Jeremiah. Okay, so I am in Rupopeneka Road. That's where I live in Port Harcourt. But I'm a native of Kogi State, right? I'm a native of Kogi State. So thank you so much everyone for joining in. I'm really grateful that you are here on this live stream today. Whew, okay, I need to take a deep breath and calm down. Let you calm down. I teach with Miss B. Hello. Hello, I teach. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining my live stream. How are you doing? And please leave in the comments box. Where are you watching from? I'd like to meet you. I would like to know my audience. And please, before you get to log out, kindly leave a thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do that. Please leave a thumbs up for me. Subscribe to my channel. Let's just get to grow a community together. I would like to have you join my community. I would like to meet you on my live stream as often as possible. So please leave a comment. Let's just get to relate. Okay, Jeremiah said, yeah, I'm in Port Harcourt too. Oh, Jeremiah, nice to meet you. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? We can have a physical meet up one day. Somehow we can, have a physical meet up. Which part of Port Harcourt do you live in? And are you also a YouTuber or you just are you also do you create content on YouTube as well, or you're just a you're just here on YouTube to to get content? Which one do you do? Do you create content? Do you have a channel? I won't mind subscribing to the channel as well, and appreciate and support you the same way you're supporting me. So once again, thank you everyone. Miss Blessing said I'm watching from Lagos. Oh, thank you, Miss Blessing. Thank you, Miss Blessing. Nice to have you join the live stream. Nice to have you join the live stream. Please, everyone, can you leave a thumbs up for me? Let's get YouTube to push this video out to more persons. I would really like to have a fuller house because the topic I'm going to be talking about is one that I really find interesting. I'm going to be talking from my own experience. I'm going to be talking from what I have learned. In fact, it's not even like it's not something I noticed long ago. It's recent. It's really recent, and I would like to share with my audience. I would like to share what I know now with everybody on the live stream. So please drop a comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe if you're yet to do that, and let's just get to roll and vibes. So Jeremiah says he's in Rumumasi. I don't know, it's not far from me now. Eneka Road, Rumumasi is not so far, right? I'm certain that we can actually plan to, meet one of these days. It would be really amazing to actually, meet you, and then I'm able to tell my fellow viewers that okay, I got to meet a, I got to meet a what's it called, a YouTuber online, and I was able to meet him physically. All right, so let me just go into my topic while we are still dropping our comments and trying to engage. Miss Blessing Oreri, hello, my favorite. Oh, you're not my favorite, right? Thanks for joining the live stream with Blessing. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. How are you doing? I'm aware you own your own channel. How is it going with your channel? How is it going with your channel with Blessing? Okay, that's it. All right, let's just get right into it. So today's topic, I'm going to be talking about how to get what as, and like I already mentioned, I'm going to be talking from my own experience, right? I'll be talking from what I've experienced these past few months, and what I'm still experiencing, and I'm going to try to share from my knowledge so that people who are also YouTubers or who are aspiring to begin and own their own YouTube channel, they can be able to avoid some mistakes that I have made and be able to do better. So recently, I think that was last week. I mean, last 2 weeks, I noticed that um, I will check my studio, YouTube studio. I don't know who else is like me currently as a YouTuber. After you're done praying, in fact, sometimes even before you're done praying, there's always this temptation to open your YouTube studio. I don't know if it happens to only me or it happens to a lot of persons. There's always this temptation to open your YouTube studio. You want to see if you got some new subscribers. You want to see if you got some new what's it called, watch as, if your views have added or something. You are excited. You just want to just check, and then maybe before you went to bed you checked, right? You went to bed, and then before you went to bed you checked, and you saw that, okay, yeah, a particular video is doing so well. You have this amount of viewers, or sorry, views or whatever from that video. Then you wake up the next morning, and then you're wondering, where did my watch hour go to? What happened? The views are still there, but the watch hour is not counting. The watch hour is not counted, and I'm wondering, okay, is it that I did something wrong? Is it that it's easier to update? And then you tell yourself, okay, let me give you some time, maybe by 11, because I noticed that by 11 o'clock they usually update the studio, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe by 11 o'clock it will update. Then you come back by 12 o'clock, and then you're wondering, wait, where are my watch hours? What happened? Okay, I think said, yeah, it happened with me too. Okay, I'm sure you're referring to waking up, and then the first thing you're doing is to pick up your phone and checking your studio. I think it's a small YouTuber thing. I don't know if it happens to you, the channels that are already grown or big. I think it's a small YouTuber thing. Maybe one will get out of this phase of monetization, and maybe it might change. So yeah, I wonder what happens to my watch hours. I had watch hours like yesterday, and by this morning it's not there. Now, I think from my experience, from what I've observed, I'm going to be able to share with us what I found out. I actually had to research about it, what I found out, and then provide a solution on how to solve the issue. So first and foremost, before, I think there's a video I made, and that video I talked about how to get watch hours via watching your playlist. Now, when I joined YouTube, I've been on YouTube for 3 years. If this is the fourth year actually, I've been on YouTube for 4 years. I have a second channel, and then on that channel, October last year, I decided to take the channel to be more serious. I began posting content back to back. Like, I gathered what hours. Like, it was going well until I made a mistake and deleted all of my live stream videos. And the live stream videos gave me the highest watch hours I got. So deleting the live stream video, I mistakenly did that, and then I lost my watch hours that came with the live stream and also the views. So my channel began to face what would I say is what which word will I use? My channel began to have a downside, and then it's still trying to pick up, right? And while I before I started posting content like consistently, I know I watched some other YouTubers, and then they advise that you create a playlist, and then you have other channels, like other handles with which you can watch your playlist. Now, that was a good advice, and I took it, right? I began to watch my playlist. I will create my playlist and then use a different account, like a different Gmail or YouTube channel, to watch those videos. I've been doing that for a very long time. In fact, the second advice I also got as regards creating your playlist is that you should watch the video at 0.25. Now, I've been doing that like since last year. I've been doing that method like since last year. Only for me to realize now that I have been doing it wrong. Because like I said, I wake up in the morning and my watch hour is not reflecting. I saw that watch hour the previous night. Who stole my watch hour? So it was not reflecting, and I realized that okay, I've been doing it wrong. The first step to actually getting what time, like what hours, is first by creating the playlist. And like I already mentioned, watching it with another account is okay, it's allowed, but there's a way to do it. And that's the reason why I'm making this video, right? I'm going to be sharing as we proceed, right? On how to create a playlist properly, and then how to watch the playlist properly. There's a how to, because if you just carry your playlist and then you have maybe like 10 different accounts and you're watching that same playlist, it will not count. I will explain. Let me not rush it. I will explain. All right. So Miss, I could say, wow, okay. I don't know. I'm really hoping that I'm making sense somehow. Okay, so from my experience, I noticed that I took the advice that I got here and then I ran with it without really understanding what was expected of me, and I was doing it wrong. Now, last week, I noticed that I used a particular account to watch the playlist. I used a particular account to watch my playlist, and before now, when I do that, I know I usually see, like when I come back to my studio, I actually watch and then I see that the watch time on that particular video is actually increasing. But this time around, I did that and then I came back the next morning and it didn't even look like I even watched the video. Like both the watch hour, nothing was showing, the views, nothing was showing. And it was a very long video, about 4 hours video, nothing was showing. I became confused. I was like, okay, normally when I even spend maybe like 30 minutes, okay, Miss IQ said I didn't think of watching with other accounts created by me. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to explain more on how to actually create another account and what and how you should actually do it. There's a how to, right? So I'm trusting that you just stay put. I teach with Miss B, my number one fan. Okay, please, I'm trusting that you're going to stay put so that you get the point as I continue to explain. All right, so I said, um, when I noticed that, I quickly went to ChatGPT and then I was like, um, am I doing anything wrong watching my playlist with on 0.5? And then it gave me some answers. I don't know if you actually read what the question was about. Or no, let me just explain. So I went to chat and then I asked and I was like, this is the experience I'm having. When I watch my playlist, I come back the next morning, I'm not seeing the watch as what is happening. And then it further went on to break it down for me. Like we had a very lengthy conversation, right? By we had a very long lengthy conversation. He explained to me what has been happening, and like I said, as I continue with the video, I'm going to be explaining all of those things that I found out and how you can do your own, right, so that you don't make a mistake or end up spending your data, you know, investing into your channel and they're not seeing results. Now, let's now go back to the top. What is watch hours? Let me start with what is watch hours. Watch hours is the amount of time viewers get to spend on your channel watching your video. And we now know that for YouTube to monetize you, right, for creators that want to get monetized, for YouTube to monetize you, you have to have 4,000 watch time hour. Hey, Friday, Chinedu. Good afternoon. Nice to have joined my channel. Nice to have you joined my live stream. You're welcome. You're welcome. Where are you watching from? Please leave in the comments section. Where are you watching from? Nice to meet you. All right. So I was trying to explain. I said what ads is one of the requirements. If you want to get monetized on YouTube, you need to have at least 4,000 watch hours, right, for you to be able to get monetized on YouTube. 4,000 watch hours and then 1,000 subscribers. Now, from my experience, I can say that getting watch hours seem a little harder than getting subscribers, right? Okay, how are you doing? I'm very well, Friday. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Please leave in the comment section. Where are you watching from? Are you also a YouTuber like myself? Where are you watching from? I'd like to know. I'd like to know where you're watching from. Just leave it in the comment section. And as I continue with my conversation, I'll be able to still respond to your comments. All right. So I said, what hours is one of the requirements that you need for YouTube to be able to get channel monetized, and It simply is the amount of time that viewers, get to watch your video on your channel, right? It's the amount of time that they get to watch your video on your channel. Now, how do you get what's it called? There's this I always used to say, views does not equate watch hours, right? You as a creator, you need to understand that views does not equate watch hours at all. Now let me explain what I just said. You can have 10,000 views on a short form content, and then you go back to that what's it called, short form content, and then when you check the watch time hours, you notice that you have just probably 2.5, right? 2.5 watch time from that short. You might be wondering, okay, I have so many views. How come I have just this small watch time hour? Hello, Anna Berry. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining the live stream. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Thank you, everyone who is still here. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful that you all have joined the live stream. Please kindly still drop a comment. Drop a comment so I know who is here. You can ask me anything. If there's anything I'm saying that you don't understand, you can really drop a question and I'm going to respond, right? Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining in. Alright, so I was doing something. What was that? I was talking about what else. Okay. So I said the amount of time that people get to spend on your channel, right, does not equate. It does not equate to the amount of views you have. You can have so many views on your channel or your a particular video, and then the watch hours does not equate at all. Like it's not the same. Doesn't mean that because you have so many views on a particular video, you now have so many watch hours. No, it doesn't work like that. If somebody spends, let me assume that we have 6 people watching a video, for instance. You put up a video and you have 6 people watch that particular video, and then they only spend 1 minute, right? They only spend 1 minute watching that particular video. You end up having just 1 minute, 1 minute. You end up having just 6 minutes spent on your channel. 6 people watching for 1 minute simply means that they have only spent 6 minutes on your channel. So for you to be able to have more watch hours, right, from that particular video, you need like about 600, right? 600, no, you need 6,000 people to actually watch that particular video, give you 1 hour. It's simple maths, right? You have, for you to be able to get 1 hour of watch time, simply means that you need probably 6 people to watch your videos for 10 minutes long. I don't know if you're getting the analysis, but for you to have more watch hours and then the views you are having equate to the watch hours, you need to have maybe a longer form content that when people spend maybe 6 people to watch a video of 1 hour, for instance. Maybe like this live stream when I'm done and I upload on my channel. If I have 6 people get to watch it, it simply means that if they spend 10 minutes watching the video, or sorry, 1 hour watching the entire 1 hour video, I will have you than I will have with the short form content. I don't know if it makes sense, but I'm just trying to explain what hour means and how YouTube get to calculate it. That you have so many views does not mean that you have the same amount of watch hours, right? Now, so moving forward, um, how then do you get watch hours? Because you know that is important, and it's already obvious that getting watch hours seems like it's more difficult than getting views and getting subscribers. So how then do you get watch hours? Now, I already have talked about the fact that people have to watch your video for you to be able to get valid watch hours. And I also noticed, right? I noticed and then I had to research that the watch hours you get from shorts does not count for your valid watch time. Like you will see it there, the watch time you get from your short form content is going to record it for you. But that other part where you go to your YouTube studio and then you open it and then you see the $sign, right? You see there where you have valid watch time hours. The what